Welcome back to the Tracie Trendy Show, my lovelies. Let's get down to the nitty gritty of this low down dirt. My loves, Taylor and Chance. Did you hear me screaming, my loves? Did you hear me screaming when that man snatched that baby from his mama? That newborn baby got snatched up like that. Baby is still screaming, and the clamp was still attached to his umbilical cord. He was still slimy, didn't get wiped up or anything. My goodness. So Chance is getting a lot of flack from the fans, and he's saying, well, it was, of course, they're always going to blame editing. Chance says, um, uh, 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 it was really 5 minutes. It wasn't just that quick. I mean, if it took 20 minutes, that's their bonding time. So, but he thought 5 minutes was too much, too much. And he said he eventually gave the baby back to Taylor, which I'm like, he should have not have been so quick to snatch the baby up like that. Baby was screaming. And he wasn't even really trying to support the head or anything. He was just giving his baby. Was he trying to see if the baby looked like him or something? And people are commenting about Chance now, my loves. Look at him in this picture. He looks mighty thin right here. Mighty thin, you know. And then I might, I don't know. And his decision on the show, it makes me wonder about him. I mean, he chooses to lie and continue gambling while he's being laid off. He's lying about being laid off and then spending his last bit of money on gambling instead of out there looking for a job. He could have spent that $70 on some diaper and formula, but no, he had to do something stupid. So, oh my gosh, I can't. I can maybe I'll get Chance's power wash and start power washing this couple, but I don't know. They're both kind of less than smart, as I say. These two couples. Hopefully, the baby won't take after the parents. Now, Justine and Michael. Okay. Now, when they had that argument, my loves, about that money, $12,000. Now, the ring only cost 5,000. So what was the other 7 G's for? And then Michael and Justine got into this argument about you only put that money in that account from doing what I told you to do. He said to Justine that she only put that money in that account from doing what I told you to do. That Justine was claiming it was a joint account, but according to Michael, he told her to put that money there. And she claims she got the money for working 16-hour shifts. And I'm like, and she claims also that she kept Michael good while he was in prison. And I'm like, you can't support no grown man. You got 3 kids to support. I can't stand birds like that. But oh my gosh. So anyway, she said she gave money, supported Michael in prison, and he was saying he put money in that account, that joint account that he had. But I'm like, what money are you sending from prison to tell her to put into an account? Is that I thought it'd be drug money or something. How you sending money in an account and buying cars and things and rings? Mike, are you slipping? Don't get too comfortable. Remember, the cameras are rolling. And Justine, I guess you need someone needs to tell Mocha, okay, that people want him to stop acting like the other woman. He's not the side piece. He's supposed to be some manager. And I looked up Mocha to see if he had any kind of history of working with any kind of rappers. He worked on Panda. That was I can't think of the rapper's name. Panda. You know that song? I think it was Designer. Yeah, Designer. And then Judacris. But that was it. Nothing more. I don't know what this man does. I know he owns a couple of barber shops in Vegas. But in the meantime, Justine needs to be detached from Michael's hips because she might be the next baby mama to go down with him. She don't be hanging too hard and strong with Michael. But I guess she figures, shoot, he told her not to, told her to quit. So she got some extra time, and that's all she gonna do is be attached to his hip. But I think they were slipping. I think Michael was slipping on that money talk. Because I'm like, where all this money coming from? Michael, you don't have a job. Justine doesn't have a job. And the mother said that she supports Justine and the kids when times are tough. So I don't know. So moving on to Blaine and Lynn's. Blaine gave props to his grandmother, who's deceased, saving his soul. You know, his soul is saved now from the drugs that captured him. He's been 2 years clean. There was not a dry eye in the house. I even caught a tear from Lindsay. And Molly Grace's eyes were watering. It was funny, Lindsay. I was like, whoa, Lord. Oh, Lord, there's Lindsay peeping through the door. Oh, Lord, how scary. But I guess those type of people need to be in a church. So, yeah, they need to be welcome in a church. But it seems like God is on Blaine's side again because he and his son were T-boned in an accident and they made it out okay. The son just had a scratch, but everybody made it okay from that accident. And Puppy and Amber. Amber got, a good business deal if she can come up with $50,000 to co-own a bar. That's a good come up. But Sharp Entertainment is not paying these folks any money. The only one they paying is Brittany and Marcelino. Everybody else get the scraps. So a couple of grand, maybe 3,000 here, maybe, it's not enough for them. But I think Amber has done the most. She kept herself out of trouble. But they can't, I don't know how she's going to come up with $50,000, but it's a good come up if she can get it. And Puppy, props to Puppy for walking away from Eric. Will this last? Who knows? But Queen has lost a lot of weight. And she gonna, block Eric from coming in that house or any talk of Eric in that house, which is good. But once Puppy leaves the house, who knows? But moving on to speaking of Brittany and Marcy, all I have to say, sorry, Brittany and Marcy, you have been added to the fast forward list. So I'm not sorry. I don't have nothing to say about you guys. Moving on to Derek and Mo. No. I want to talk about Derek and Monique. Let's talk about Eris and Cameron. They were on there for a short time. They kind of made up. Cameron knows he needs to go find a job because Eris is not playing with his butt like that. So he had talked to his sister and she agreed that women want a man with money, not with pipe dreams. Hear that, Justine. So Cameron agreed and all is well so far. Now let's talk about Derek and Monique. I thought how pathetic was, that the uncle, he's the one buying flowers for Derek to give to Monique. They're all supporting this little man. Even his grandma gave him $500. Supposedly, well, I know she gave him $500, but I'm like, supposedly be broke. He had $9,000 in this count. But yet, he's going to take this woman's $500 to get married. He got no job. And he's just taking advantage of his grandmother in my case. He shouldn't have took the money. If she insisted, he should have just kept $20 and gave the rest back to her. And we TV, why are you guys showing this scene? This lady's 90 years old. And somebody might come rob her with all that big stash of cash she got. They shouldn't have showed that scene. And because I figured, like, darn, she might get robbed. And Monique is going to accept I already showed a picture where she had a ring on. She doesn't care that she broke. She's just happy she got a man. Whatever. I don't think Derek, I think Derek's a hustler. He got about a couple of grand. But I don't, no job in sight. They were on TMZ being interviewed. They claim that they are not fired from the show. Now, mind you, they tape a lot of episodes in advance. And they were in the process of taping the next season of Life After Lockup. So they could possibly be on the show and still be fired. So who knows? And I'm just wondering why, but I'm still wondering why Derek needed someone to give him $500 and he accepted it. And for his uncle to pay him, to buy the flowers for Monique. Something, it seemed like he was really wanting to marry this woman. It's something he would do himself. And it was weird about this whole travel pass thing, how he did everything supposedly last minute. And he was going to go to the airport come hell or high water. But he has a tracker, a bracelet on his ankle bracelet. So how is he going to escape the law when they have a tracking device on him? I don't know how that, but fortunately for Derek, he got the okay to go see Monique and I guess propose to her. And this happened around December, my loves. December. If you go back and watch the tape, this episode, you see a lot of Christmas decorations in Big Ma's house. So this was all done in December. And we are at the end of, well, maybe, no, it was, when is that? March 31st when it aired. So there you have it. So that's already they were already filmed enough to push stuff out until the end of March. And they still have episodes. And it's going to be for another season too. So who knows if they're really fired. But I'm wondering why they're doing all these interviews for all these outlets when no one else does that for Love After Lockup. Just wondering. Now, my loves. Now, I'm going to see who's winning in this whole non-con game. Who is winning? Taylor and Chance. Unfortunately, Chance is winning for the cons, okay? Because Taylor's the airhead bird. Justine and Mike. Mike is winning. Mike is winning because Justine is another airhead bird too. And we go now to Eris and Cameron. Eris is winning. She's making sure Cameron knows she is the boss. Blaine and Lindsay, that's a tough one because they kind of both are cons, but Lindsay is the con for the shows, technically. So who is winning? Lindsay, I don't know why she was beefing that Blaine wanted to take the good sweetheart deal. That 3-year house arrest is good. He got kids he wants to see grow up. He doesn't have to discuss everything with you, even though you're not supposed to be living together because you're both cons, but I would say Blaine is winning. He got the sweetheart deal. Blaine is winning. And Linz wants to know everybody to know that she was not hoeing out in them streets. She was with her friend that came to church with her, whatever, Jessica, I think her name is. Puppy and Eric. Who's winning? Puppy now, because she moved out. Puppy is winning. Amber is winning as well for the cons. Both are winning. Amber and Puppy give 2 points for the cons. Amber gets it for getting a business opportunity. Brittany and Marcelino, I told you, I can't watch them. Derek and Monique, Derek wins for the cons. Monique is just I'm not going to go there. But anyway, it's not happening. Monique is going to take this piece of man come hell or high water. So Carrie sleeps around because she comes back to her. Okay. So Taylor and Chance and all these, Taylor and Justine and Monique are all birds, which really helps the con side. So there you have it, my loves. The cons win again. So what do you think about that? Subscribe if you have not subscribed, my loves. Drop a line below so we can continue this conversation, as well as make sure that notification bell is on lockdown because YouTube plays tricks. All right, my loves, I'll check you all out on the flip side.